Hi everyone, so I thought I'd do a bit of a different video this morning. What is the truth about Freshers' flu? Okay, this is what I believe to be the truth, and it's not what the mainstream narrative tells you. Surprise, surprise. So, Freshers, for those who don't know, is an event, usually 1 week long, sometimes 2, when first years go to university, and it's an opportunity to meet lots of people and you have lots of social events. And we're fed this narrative that the phenomenon that usually happens a few weeks after this is called the Freshers' flu, and that because of all of the mingling you're doing and socializing, people are catching a virus and spreading it around. Okay, I believe that is a lie, and it's utter bullshit. Because just stop and think about what's actually happening in these events. What are these students doing? What is the biggest part of Freshers? It's the parties, and it's the enormous amount of alcohol that people are consuming. And there's no two ways about it. You can spin it any way you like. Alcohol is poisonous to the body. It's toxic. And most people who are arriving at these Freshers events haven't drunk in this volume at all, haven't consumed this amount of alcohol. And it's regular, and it's in excessive amounts. And you are essentially poisoning your body. And so it gets to a point where the body has to do something. The internal environment has become so toxic that it has to initiate, using its own intelligence, a detox process, which I believe manifests as these symptoms that we experience, such as a temperature, a severe cough. And a lot of people say, I've never had such a bad flu. I've never had such a lingering cough. It's going on and on and on. Yeah, because you've never been so toxic. It's extraordinary the amount of poison you're putting in your body in this short space of time. And the reason that I think toxicity is at the heart of all of this is that the same thing happens with stress. Stress causes so much debilitating ill health because it's all to do with the body chemistry. And when you are under stress and thinking these stressful thoughts and having negative thoughts and emotions, your body is producing chemicals that are actually toxic to your own cells. This has been studied. If you listen to Dr. Bruce Lipton, he's gone into this and actually studied it, that these chemicals are toxic to the body, whereas when you're thinking positively and in higher emotional states, then cells flourish with the chemicals that are produced in the body. So the body is the biggest pharmaceutical manufacturer that exists. The human body is. And so what happens to people that are stressed? So often I see it when people have had a really stressful week, or where they've had a prolonged period of stress, and then they come down with an illness. They're off for work the next week, or they've got a cold or something like that. Yes, because their body's got to a stage where it's so toxic from these negative thoughts and stress that it has to do something. It has to bring itself back into balance. And so begins this process. So it just makes so much more sense, I think, than this narrative and this theory. And it is a theory still, this idea that you can catch a pathogen. It is a theory. No one has actually shown that it takes place. But it's just so obvious, isn't it? That why are these young people getting ill a few weeks after they've consumed an enormous amount of alcohol? It's because they poisoned themselves, and their body's trying to correct that. So there you go. That's what I think. Let me know what you think. And yeah, please leave a comment below, and like and subscribe if you can.